I think I'm alive. Oh my god, all of that lag on the last thing messed up the bit that I was gonna do for tonight. And now that it's messed up, like, I'm not even in the mood to do it anymore. I was supposed to get on here and then start speaking Japanese in a very country accent, but it's over. The bit's over. We're so back. We're so back, everyone. Okay. Okay. Wait, where am I? Here I am. Hello. Hello. Wait, let me turn on this BGM so I can hear it too, so that I'm not in like a perpetual silence. Hello, how is everyone? How is everyone? Hello. I have been gone for 6 weeks. Not of my own will. 6 very, very long weeks. Hi. Hi, Brian. Hi, Jayway. Hello, Kawaii. How are y'all? And I am still so jet lagged. Last night, I slept from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. And then I woke up to brush my teeth and do my skincare. And then I fell back asleep until 6:30 in the morning. Like, I've actually never been so tired. The last time that I went on a cross-country trip. Hi, Doobie. How are you? The last time I went on a cross-country trip, when I came home, I slept for 13 hours. And somehow I like evaded jet lag for the last 3 days or so. It finally got me. She finally got me. Thank you for the like. And then I realized like all of my socials that I dropped this link on, it doesn't even work anymore. Like the last waiting room, I don't even care anymore. Whatever. I was gonna take a nap and then wake up the next morning, like just now. Wake up the next morning and just be like, teehee pero. Sorry. I think after stream today, I'm gonna sleep for another 12 hours. Oh my god. Also, I start working on Wednesday. I start a real human job, and I'm not looking forward to it because I have to drive an hour every time to work, and I've asked all of my friends that live up there if I can sleep in their house. But one of them said no because she's giving birth soon. Like, what the heck? And then another one doesn't even have an extra bed, and then another one only has one singular bed too. Hi, Mini-Me. Hello. Thank you. Oh, I need to turn off my phone. It's vibrating. But yeah, I start a real human job, not looking forward to it. I already want to quit, and then I haven't even started yet. It's a 1 hour commute there, and then 1 back, and that's like without traffic. So technically I'm like driving for like 2.5 hours every day. Cause there's like, okay, so basically what I'm doing, I'm working for like a temping agency. So I currently don't have a real job, technically. And she just basically just puts me wherever, but she doesn't let me see my schedule unless I ask, and even then it's not like the final schedule, it's like tentative, because she just changed my schedule up today, and I texted her and I was like, what do you mean? And she goes, it's tentative, and so my text messages are your final schedule. And I'm like, but you tell me my schedule a week before it happens, but then you ask me for my availability a month before. Anyway, I can't complain. I mean, I can, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. We're here to talk about the turmoil that I endured in the last 6 weeks. So basically, I went to Vietnam for 5 weeks, and then in the beginning of that, I went to Japan for 1 week. If it was up to me, I would have stayed in Japan for 2 weeks. And then if it was up to me, I would have flown back to America after that. I feel like an hour commute for a long time, the only way I got through it. Oh my gosh. But the thing is, you know what? One time I was driving home and it was an hour commute, and for the first time ever, I was like, maybe I should turn on like a stream to listen to, because I feel like if I'm more engaged, I'll stay awake. But what happened was that I ended up like tuning out the stream itself, and then I almost fell asleep. It's gonna be tough after working for 8 hours, and then I have to drive home immediately. I think I'm only gonna temp for 2 months though. I was thinking about it, and I'm about to jump the gun and tell her that I'm not gonna work for her anymore. Probably after my birthday, because I've already planned up until November, like things to do, which sucks, but Whatever. She also, you know what happened too? She called me for my interview at 11:30 p.m. in Vietnam, and she was 30 minutes late. And so I stayed up so tired, and when we got to my pay, I told her that I wanted a certain amount, and she was like, "Who told you to say that?" And I was so tired. I was like, School told me to say that. And then she goes, "We're not gonna pay you that." And I was so tired. I was like, okay, whatever, I don't care anymore. And so I'm being paid less than what school said I should be being paid. I think that's like a common L. I don't know. I'm not really in charge of my own life, it seems. Okay, anyway, vacation for 6 weeks. I hope you'll enjoy this PowerPoint slide. Oh wait. I was gonna pull up. Yeah, literally an F. So basically what they said is that I'm supposed to be starting out at like, because I'm like a new grad, and apparently I know a lot of things, is what my teacher said. We're new grads, and then we know so much, like technology wise or whatever. And then I was supposed to be requesting 40 an hour, I think. And then she looked at me and she goes, "We'll give you 38. And I was so tired, I didn't want to argue it, because y'all know me, I would have argued it. I was just like, okay, whatever, thanks for nothing, actually. Hi, Sora. Yeah, ooh, new model, yes. Yes, she's so cute. Okay, I have my diary pulled up because I kept the daily diary so that I wouldn't forget what happened. Okay, we're gonna start. Oh, also, that whole joke about like airplane food being bad, I don't know what people mean, because airplane food, it was so good. It was so good, but I think it's because I flew Korean Airlines, and so the food was really good. Oh my god, also, this is gonna sound so stupid, but one of the airplane like worker people was so cute, and we kept making eye contact, and I was like, oh my god, I must be really cute too. But now thinking back on it, I looked disgusting for traveling for over 20 hours. I probably looked like a sludge monster, but in my head, I looked like, I don't know, Kendall Jenner. I don't know. I can't think of a celebrity. I have no idea. But thinking back on it, I was like, dang, I probably looked like a 13-year-old boy. Okay, let's continue. Maybe she likes sludge monsters. You know, like Grimer from Pokemon? I probably looked like that. Airplane food is hit or miss. I feel like it's a miss on like American Airlines, and I swear that I will never fly American Airlines ever again for as long as I live. Because one time when I was younger, we flew American Airlines, and the stewardess like made my dad stand up and close the overhead bin by himself, and she was just standing there. She goes, "You need to get up and close it yourself." And I remember sitting there, I was like, what the heck? What the heck? Crazy. Okay. Vietnam also has like the most humid weather ever. Like, okay, if y'all have ever been to Houston, Texas, imagine that, but like twice that. It was awful. I stepped off the plane, and then I think a tear came out of my eye. I think I started crying, which isn't even an exaggeration. Okay, these are the first pictures that I have. I tried really hard. Oh wait, I have like a little video, because before I left, I had said, I was like, I'm gonna film a vlog like influencer style and put it on YouTube, and I never did. No such a thing happened. And so I just have really bad photos to make up for it. Yeah, I thought I did have a video. I should find it. I don't know. I probably forgot about it until now, because I was going to show it at the same time. Wait, let me find it real quick. I wonder if I can just look for it and then just like export what I currently have. Because I remember I ate this corn ice cream in it, and it was really good. It was like this ice cream that had a chocolate shell, and then it was made out of corn. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me see if I can download it real quick. It was also really hard for me to film this because I didn't want to get anyone's faces like in the thing itself. Let me scrub through it real quick to see if it's even interesting. So far, it's not. Okay, big backed activities, more big backed activities, corn. Okay, so the video is just me eating different foods over and over again, and so I don't think that's actually very interesting in the slightest. Chocolate corn ice cream? Yeah, so it was in the shape of a corn. It tasted like corn, and then there was chocolate in it. I don't know. I thought it was interesting, and so I just got it, and somehow I liked it. But then my sister told me that I was weird for that. So, there's that. Okay, so we went to, like, this TikTok famous thing, and so a lot of the places I went to, I literally went on TikTok and searched things to do in Vietnam. And we went to this thing called the Cafe Apartments, and what it is basically like a 7-story building in each little area. So y'all know, like, those houses where there's no alleyways and it's just house after house after house? That's what Vietnam looks like. And each little room had either like a coffee shop or shopping. And we went up there, and also I don't know how to read Vietnamese. I couldn't figure out how to get to like this donut shop that I saw on TikTok. And when you step outside and you look up, you like see it like flashing in the dark. But I couldn't find it. Like, I could not find it. But we got this coffee. It was not good. It was so not good. And I think that was the only coffee I had for a whole 6 weeks. Hi, Di. That's the only coffee I had for 6 whole weeks. Every day I was running off of like pure vibes. Pure bad vibes. We slept in a room. My entire family. 5 people, 1 room, 2 beds, 1 bathroom, 6 weeks. I wanted to kill myself. The only time alone was when I was in the bathroom. And even then, it didn't even last long because we had to share it amongst 4 other people. But every single morning, I was waking up at like the crack of dawn because of so many people that were in that room. And I wish I had a coffee every day, but I didn't. Because it would explode the toilet if I did that. So... Oh, this is the other part of the... So every time you go up the stairs, it's like a new shop. And it was literally so awful. Like, I could not. 1 bathroom, and it's the type of bathroom where it's like the shower head, the toilet, and then a drain on the ground, so that you shower like just out and about, and the floor would just get all wet. And then I have this thing where I brought my own pair of slippers, but I have this thing where I can't step in like wet things. I don't know. It was so I don't know. But it was so it was so moist. It was disgusting. Ooh. But the apartments had like food, and then it had shopping. I think it had like a spa too, but I didn't know how to get there. And it didn't help that I didn't have any data or Wi-Fi. I had like nothing, and so I would wander around like aimlessly. And even then, I also didn't have any money because my mom didn't tell me that I wasn't supposed to carry $20 bills to exchange money, because apparently in Vietnam, that if you bring 100, they give you the correct exchange rate. But if you bring 20s, they give you less than what the exchange rate is. Hi, Devin. Hello, Overloaded. How are y'all? And I remember I was exchanging money for when I was going to Japan, and then I got it back, and I was like, this is not the correct amount. And apparently it's because my $20 bills were too wrinkly. They were too wrinkly, and they didn't give me the correct, like, thing. Hi, Tyler. Hello. What do you miss? You missed me trying to multi-stream, and then I dropped 15,000 frames. Like, that's crazy. I didn't even know that could happen. I didn't even know. And at first I thought it was me. So, you know me. I was about to jump the gun and be like, alright, no stream. Until Melon goes, I think it's because you're multi-streaming. I think it's because... Why wouldn't I convert with my bank? Because everyone would tell me that my bank... I can't say it because it would dox me. My bank gives the worst exchange rate. Like, it's so bad. Sounds about right. Well, I thought it was a storm. It's raining here for the next, like, 3 days. So I was like, What if? Scratch his head. Let me pull my diary. What did I say in my diary? Oh, I also went to this bookstore. And you know what I saw? Gay people. Look. I saw Horimiya and Ensemble Stars, which is so crazy. Also, you know what's even crazier? I would go to shops in Vietnam that they would have the same ones in Japan. Like, say I went to a Daiso, okay? I went to a Daiso or something in Vietnam. And I would see the product. And they would have it in the yen amount. And then they would have it in the Vietnamese money amount. And I'm like, it's more expensive in Vietnam, even though Vietnam. So basically, if y'all went and you brought $100 over there, you would be a millionaire. Because $100 USD is 2.5 million Vietnamese money. And each meal for one person costs anywhere from like $1 USD to $5 USD. You're literally a millionaire. But I couldn't even afford one of these books. Oh, I'm good. Thank you. Hello, Giraffe. How are you? Hello. Even though I couldn't even afford one of these books because I think it was $100 USD. I was like, no freaking way. No way. I'm not that fiending for this. Also, I love that I'm going through, back to that money thing. You know what's crazy too? I thought that like franchises like McDonald's had set prices everywhere, but McDonald's in Vietnam is so freaking cheap. I bought like a kid's meal for $2. It's like, no way. The kid's meal over here now is like $7. And then looking through my my diary is just me eating. It gives like the date, and then it says where I went to eat. It was so bus, a price, and then pictures of food. A kid's meal. I love kids meal. And you know what's funny? They would say two things. They would say girl toy and boy toy like they do over here, but they only give you one singular toy because there's only one style. And so one time I bought a kid's meal, and you know what they put inside? A gorilla. They asked me, you want a girl toy or a boy toy? And I was like, I want a girl toy, please. I thought you were gonna give me like a Tamagotchi. They gave me a gorilla. McDonald's prices are really? I did not know that. I thought it was like set prices everywhere. I love kids meals. They're bus. Yeah, it literally looked just like that. I got a gorilla, and then my sister got an alpha wolf. I was like, what the heck? Like, what the heck? Out of both of us, I'm the alpha wolf. And then the second kids meal I got, they gave me a minion. And it wasn't even Stuart. It was like some other freak. I don't know. Like, I don't freaking know. Okay, what's next? Do I have a picture of this? I don't think I do. Remember when McDonald's had really good toys? Well, when I was in Tokyo, McDonald's over there had Tamagotchis. They had Tamagotchis. It was so cute. Prim action figure would be awesome. Then I would watch you. The famous wolf t-shirt, like the alpha wolf t-shirt. Is that what that is? Oh my gosh, and you know what? For the last 6 weeks, I was fiending for some Red 40. Fiending for Red 40, fiending for American food. And you know what? They cannot do American food over there. I would eat pizza, and it was not good. It was not good, and they would ask me to leave them a Google review, and I said yes for sure, and I would not. I would not. Remember that one guy who went to McDonald's and recorded himself playing with My Little Pony toys in the restaurant? Me with that minion. Me with that minion toy. It was so, I don't even know which one it was. It was just really gross to look at. I don't know. Oh, also, apparently a Minions 4 is coming out. One of my friends asked if I wanted to watch, and I said no. McDonald's is pretty good in every country but the US. Yeah, I would agree with you on that. I remember once I had, like, chicken nuggets over here, and I think it gave me, like, the flu. Weird food poisoning. But over there, so good. So good. I'm skipping. Oh, this is the next part. Wait, I kind of went in order of my thing. Remember, I got all the Astro Boy toys from McDonald's. I got nothing. I was that kid that at Chick-fil-A, if you would get the book versus the ice cream cone, I would keep the book. Salmonella, yes. Yes. Hi. Hi, hello, Millie. How are you? Sunday looks good. Oh yeah, let me talk about this. But let me get back on the food poisoning. Okay. Is this a trigger warning? Diarrhea. I'm pretty sure I got food poisoning or something, like a light food poisoning when I was in Japan, because every single day I would go diarrhea. Like, it was really bad. It was really, really, really bad. Hello! It has been so long. 6 weeks. I did not have cellular service for 6 whole weeks. And you know what's even sicker? When I came back and when I touched down in Atlanta for my connecting flight, I was in Atlanta, and the moment I touched down, I turned to my cellular. You know what I did not get? A single text message. What the heck? That's so mean. My friends freaking hate me. They hate me. Pretty sure most of the food in America would actually be ranked hazardous, but you know what? Red 40 is so good. And when I eat, and you know what I did yesterday? I ate an entire bag of hot Cheetos. They eat a lot of raw eggs, and yeah, they do. There's like a whole restaurant for that. Just stopping by before getting a shower. It was horrible showering in Vietnam. It was so bad, and the sink smelled bad. The sink smelled like if I were to live inside of a metal pipe that was rusting. I probably got like poison in from that too. I don't know, but I thugged it out. I thugged it out and would brush my teeth and wash my face in the kitchen. I sound like I had a terrible 6 weeks. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being I should have killed myself, and then 1 being awesome, I give myself like a 7. Hi, Lena, how are you? Hello. Okay, these photos. If y'all have never had bibimbap, you need to go get some, because every time we went somewhere and they had it on the menu, I ordered it. So I think in total, counting the airplane, I had bibimbap 8 times. It is so, so good. What is that scaling? 10 being, oh my gosh, I am in Asia with no Wi-Fi, no service. I only had Wi-Fi half the time, and towards the end of the trip, like the last 2 weeks, it didn't even work. So 10 being, I am in Asia, it's humid, I could barely speak Vietnamese. I don't really understand most of it sometimes because they speak in different dialects. What else? I wanted to die. I wanted to freaking die. I'm doing good. Thank you. July. Yeah, real. Actually, real. I heard Duolingo did something like that, but I didn't see it. Oh, I love bibimbap. It was awesome. Oh, yeah. 10, I should have killed myself. 1, awesome vacation. 1 is vacation. I would complain, and then I know. Oh my god, let me get to the Japan thing, because it makes me so sad. And now I see on TikTok that people are trying to get into that cafe, and it's booked out for months. But I swear, before I left, it told me I couldn't book it. Like, come on, it didn't even let me do it. Anyway, oh, and one thing Vietnam can't do, chocolate ice cream, or chocolate in general. It just tastes so weird. Like, if it's not branded, it tasted so weird. And you know what also they can't do? Whipped cream or cheese. And then I would ask my family about that, and then my auntie would tell me that it's because in America, it's more fattening and they use more milk. And you know what's funny? I literally saw a TikTok about someone that like traveled to America for fun. And she was like, I love America. Y'all's Red 40 and y'all's fattening stuff, so good. And I was like, I wish I was home right now. I wish I was at home, and I wish I was gorging myself. Oh no, I opened up the next month for June to read my diary out for y'all, and it's just food upon food upon food. Have some of that pistachio. I've never had pistachio ice cream. Never had it. I feel so bad for not having been out of my home country. God bless America. God bless our troops. God bless America. God bless gentlemen. But if I were to go anywhere, you'd go to Germany? Really? What's in Germany? What's in Germany? Next. You're allergic to pistachios. I love pistachios. The food? Okay, the food was good, but you know what's funnier? Trigger warning, diarrhea again. Even though I ate so much, because of how much I diarrheaed, I lost weight. Oh, code word for wasabi. Oh, like from Cars? Whenever Tow Mater ate that whole thing of... Is that from Cars? Right, when Tow Mater ate the wasabi? Germany's just there. It exists. Absolutely nothing bad has ever... Oh. Oh. You crazy for that one. Hi, honeycomb. How are you? We went to this thing called Landmark 81, and I did not realize it's like a huge tourist thing. Because people would ask me, did you go to Landmark 81? And I looked at them and I said, what is that? Like, what is that? That was the reference you... Yeah. Like, Tow Mater. That's so funny. I remember. But what sucked was, okay, so basically it's, you go up to the 81st floor, you have a nice dinner, and then you get to look out at the entire city of Saigon. However, my cousin took me to like floor 81, and she goes, can we please have a table? And the entire place is empty. And then the guy looks at her and he goes, no. And we're like, what do you mean, why? We're like, why? And then he goes, this time is you can't get a walk-in, like you have to reserve. And I was like, this is so sick. And then he goes, you're gonna have to go down to the 75th floor. And by then I'm like, I don't even care. We go down to the 75th floor. We can't even sit outside because it's raining. We get inside, they're like, you have to order a drink. Order a drink. It sucked. Well, I do have memberships. I do. Just record some stuff from my you. I hate my, that's me. In my own skull, I sound like I don't know. A monster. A monster. I'm scrolling. Oh, wait. I think next is I'm in Japan. Oh, forget Vietnam. Oh my god, y'all. I went to Japan for the first time ever. It was so awesome. The weather was so bust. No one came up to talk to me. Everyone minded their own business. Taking the trains actually wasn't that bad. The first day, I could not figure out how to... So the first day, this is what we did. We flew from Vietnam to Japan. We landed at Narita Airport. From Narita, we took a train down to Ueno Station because I had to drop my luggage there. Hi, Loon. Hello. I had to drop my luggage there. And then from there, we went all the way down to Team Lab's Planets. But then I couldn't figure out how to get out of there. Like, get out of the station. And so I was walking around. I was like, someone please help me. And I went up to this couple. And I looked at them and I said, do you speak English? And they both looked at me. And they said, no. No. And then they started speaking to me in fluent Japanese. And I was like, how to get out of station. And then they continued to talk to me in Japanese. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Hi, Reap. How are you? Hello. Also, Goober, I just want to say, your comment has nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now. Like, I agree. But, yeah, Nihongo Jozu. I would literally tell people, Nihongo no Jozu. Please, I beg you. Like, please help me get out. And we're literally standing there, and I'm like, almost in tears, because I'm about to miss my appointment. Because if you miss it by 10 minutes, they cut it. And then my mom comes running up to me, and she goes, I found you someone. Ask her. So I look at this girl, like my age, and I'm like, hi, how do I get out of the station? I was like, Team Labs Planets Doko desu ka? And then she looks at me and she goes, follow me. And I was like, oh, thank you, my savior. This good girl in the business to go to work, my savior. I follow her out, and as we're going up the stairs in complete silence, she like looks at my bag and she goes, do you like Jujutsu Kaisen? And I was like, oh my god, yes. And then she goes, I love Nanami Kento. I was like, yes, because I couldn't figure out what else to say. And then I go, I love Megumi. And then she goes, yeah, obviously, because I have a bag that has Megumi stuff on it. But then we left. I said thank you so much. We left, and then we found our way here, but only after we found other tourists. We were walking, very lost by the way, and then I ran into these Australians, and they were speaking English, and I was like, hey, are y'all going here? And they looked at me and they go, oh my god, yes. Pretend I said that in an Australian accent. They were like, oh my god, yes, but we don't know how. And I looked at them and I said, awesome. It's like, that's just awesome. But then we all just followed the crowd and we ended up there, and it was so cool. Except this is the one where you like walk through water, And the water has like antibacterial stuff. It's like antibacterial stuff to keep it quote unquote clean. However, you could smell people's feet. So I would not recommend. And also it would go up to like your calves. And so I could not even wear, I had to like hike up my skirt the entire time. It was stanky, but it was very cool. Like this room right here, it was just rocks, but it was cool. And then this room in the middle was like lights, but it was also a maze and mirrors. And then this one was like a hanging flower garden that if you got close to the flowers, they would like move out of the way. It was so cool. Yeah, cool rocks. Bye, Giraffe. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, continuing. In Japan, let me see, let me keep walking. Oh, I also averaged 15,000 steps a day. And you know what was crazier? Averaging 15,000 steps on my trip and then coming home to here. And yesterday, I averaged 300. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I also had 7-Eleven food for the first time. Oh my god. I get it. I get why every micro influencer on TikTok tells you to go to eat at 7-Eleven. Like, it's so freaking good. Except they would also talk to me in full Japanese and I would look at them and I say, yes, no. They would go, okay. Like, okay. The Nintendo store there is a must for a Nintendo fan. Ooh, I really want to go back like in the fall time though. Also, call me crazy, but because the yen is super down, I've been thinking about loading up my Suica card because people say that if you do that, you lock in the exchange rate and then the money in there stays for 10 years because it doesn't expire until 10 years later. But you know what? The walking, now I can get to my MS Paint because I was going to wait to do that. But so the walking in Japan and then the walking in Vietnam are two different things. In Japan, because it's like the train system, it's so much easier to walk around. But in Vietnam, let me show y'all. So in Vietnam, the main transportation are motorcycles or like scooters, like electric scooters. There are no laws. They are a lawless land. So if this is me trying to cross the road and then there's literally scooters zooming by. This is a scooter. This is a scooter. They're zooming by. This is a traffic light. But you know what? They don't exist. There is no traffic light. And so if we were to cross, you would just have to keep crossing in one lane like this, and then the scooters like dodge you like this. And you just have to keep watching and then your eyes look both ways. Your eyes have to look both ways at the same time, so the scooter doesn't freaking hit you. Hi, Dontavius, how are you? It's been so long. Hello. Yeah, and you know what else sucks? How do I clear this? I've never used MS Paint. How do I do this? You know what else sucks? Oh my goodness. There's like another thing. Every single car over there, the way they would like drive made it seem like, wait, why is it a pencil? Made it seem like it was like an automatic. It's not. I'm sorry, manual. It's not. They all have automatic cars, but then they would shift it into like neutral when they're not driving, and they would shift it back into like D whatever for like going up a mountain, you know? They would shift it into like D2, D1 or whatever for driving on the street. And I thought that was so weird. Okay, anyway. There would be like big roundabouts, except there's nothing in the middle. So you know how a roundabout looks like this, and then you drive and there's like exits like this? Well, no. In Vietnam, so this is like a divider. So say I'm in the car, the guy is literally going like this. And as he's going like that, down here, there's no one to stop them. They're also going like this. But then on this side, they're also going like this. And then on this side, they're also going straight. And then there'll also be one guy going in the opposite direction. So he's going this way. Except the streets are jam-packed. Like, I feel like I don't know if there's a picture on Google, but the streets are like jam-packed. Traffic in Saigon. It looks crazy. Oh my god, here it is. Like, this looks sick. Here, let me show you. I remember I asked one of my cousins, I was like, so is there any really, like, accidents? And she goes, oh yeah, of course. And you know what I saw? One day, I saw this lady, she hydroplaned, and then she fell off her scooter. And then another day, this guy hits a pothole, literally flies off his scooter. And then another day, this guy runs into a taxi and he falls off his scooter. Anyway, beyond the point. This is what it looks like. Like, this actually looks insane. Hold on, let me pull it up. Pictures that could kill a Victorian child. Does this not look crazy? This is traffic in Vietnam. Look at every single direction they're going in. Like, that's so nasty. It's insane. And there are no traffic lights. Like, they just go. It was terrible. It looks like a fest. That was every day. That was every day. It was so bad. And they obviously would not stop for ambulances. And I would always, like, joke to my mom. I was like, by the time the ambulance gets there, the guy's dead. Like, they're dead. How do they get anywhere? So that's the thing. Like, they just know. They just know how to dodge people. And people use their horn liberally in Vietnam. I don't know if I used that word correctly. They love their horn. Like, I'm pretty sure the cars over there are built for the horn to honk faster and harder and, like, staccato. It would be like a symphony. But yeah, they would always try to, like, so, like, if these are cars going by, there would be more cars, like, sneaking in like this. And they would just keep, like, weaving in and out, like, dodging each other. Hi, Popcorn, how are you? They would literally be weaving in and out to dodge each other like this. Like, I just don't get it. I remember one time I was crossing the street. How do you ever use a word to describe a horn? But how do you ever... What? I call it a honker. Anyway, one time I crossed the street and there was a car and my sister. So what you have to do is when you cross the street, you literally have to hold your hand out so they know to stop because they won't. And she did that to the car and the car stopped, but then a motorcycle, like a moped guy, went in its blind spot because he was in such a hurry. He went in his blind spot. So if it's the car's blind spot, it's my blind spot. And bro almost runs into me and then he honks at me. I'm like, excuse me? And also, they like to drive on the sidewalks too. Like, please, wherever you're going, it's not that serious. Like, we're all going to the same spot. Okay? It's not that serious. It's so bad. Another car almost ran over my sister's foot. Like, they're so bad. Is it weird that I've never seen an actual police officer before? I'm American. I see police officers every day. God bless America. God bless America. Okay. Ooh, that traffic thing literally just opened like a whole can of worms. The traffic over there is crazy. I could never be a local. It's crazy. Okay, back to Japan. We went to Asakusa one day to visit that really famous temple. And then I pulled the best fortune. So if you see me like getting famous or getting like, I don't know, whatever, just whatever. Like, I'll remember y'all. Just so you know. The temple said I have good fortune. Just to let y'all know. What else? Ooh, that same day I had Koko Ichi for the first time ever. So Koko Ichi is like this curry chain restaurant. Oh my god, it's so good. It is so good. I've always been a curry lover, like pad thai curry or Thai curry, but Japanese curry, oh my god, on top. It's so good. There is really pretty architecture in Japan. Vietnam also has some pretty architecture. I don't think I put it in here though. Like where I went to church, I think if you Google like pink church Vietnam, maybe it'll come up. But that's like where we would go every day, and it was so pretty. Except pink church Vietnam, we look American. Oh yeah, there it is. It's so pretty. We look American, and so when we would show up, we would get stopped by the security guards, and they'd be like, "What y'all doing?" And one day it was so hot, I was so angry. I was like, "We're going to church. What do you think I'm doing?" I was like, Jesus Christ. It was so hot that I'm pretty sure, well, not pretty sure. It was so hot one day that my sister like broke down in tears because it was insane. But then I came over here and it's even worse. Like, it's crazy. I landed and it was 99 degrees. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Yeah, Japanese curry is so good. I got a box of the golden curry cubes to try. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Sound good. Oh, here it is. The Kokoichi. Kokoichi, my beloved. It was so good. I think I got the one with no spice, but even then it was still kind of spicy. Yeah, I used to be a summer lover. I remember I would always tell y'all that I love when the sun beats down upon me and then burns my skin. I'm a liar. I actually take that back. I actually hate the sun. And I wish that it would stop looking at me like that. Like, I wish it would. Let me scroll down. Literally winter love. I changed my mind. I love winter. I love it. It's awesome. S&B makes good home cooking curry. Wait, what is that? I love curry. If I ended up finding a Kokoichi like in Saigon and it was so freaking good. It was so good. I was fiending for it. You know what's worse too? I had to Uber Eats. I had to like Uber Dash Eats or whatever. Everything. Because we live so far away from everywhere else. Thanks for coming, Overloaded. Yeah, go be productive. I did nothing for the past 4 days. I've been sleeping and rotting in my bed because I haven't been laying in my own bed for the last 6 weeks. Okay, this day we went to, let me read this. We went to Shibuya. It was so awesome. This pancake, apparently this like pancake thing started in Hawaii and it came over here. And I guess because there's like a Japanese population in Hawaii, and that's why it's over there. I don't know. But it was so good. I got matcha pancakes. My sister got strawberry waffles, I think. And then my mom got eggs Benedict. And it was really, really good. And then we had tangulu for the first time. Oh my god, it is so freaking good. And it's so funny we had that because that tangulu song that came out on TikTok. Oh my god, so me. I think I have a picture of Shibuya Crossing too because it was so cool. It's just so funny how Shibuya Crossing, like if you were to replace every human with a moped, that would be Vietnam. But Vietnam makes me want to kill myself. We also went to like this shopping mall thing. And then there happened to be a windbreaker pop up and it was so cool. Like I don't know if anyone's watched Windbreaker because it recently ended because it was in this last season of anime, but it was so good. And when we got up there was this girl who was like, she was so cute. She was dressed out in like I don't know, I think it was like Visual K fashion, but she was a Suo fan and she had like a whole fan and like an Ita bag of him and it was so cool. I looked at her and I was like, oh my god, I wish I was you. I wish that could be me because my family got so sick of me because everywhere we went I had to pop into an Animate because I wanted to look at Ensemble Stars merch and I was trying to find a plushie of my Oshi. I did not find it. I did not find anything actually, and I went to 3 different ones, and then the next day I found out about like the secondhand shops. I went to all of them as well. I could not find. I'm at a loss for words, actually. Yeah, Shibuya was so cool. We also went into, I don't know if I have a photo of it. Do I have a photo of it? Oh, we do. It's right here. We went into the Purikura, like, photo booths. And there was one where my sister was like, oh my god, it's so pink and so cute. It's not this one in the picture. But we went into because it was pink and cute. But then it made your eyes, like, comically big. And it was so funny. Like, we could not stop laughing. We could not stop laughing. I hope you enjoy your dinner, Tyler. I'm about to show more food. This last day we went to Sunshine City and it was so... Actually, it wasn't that cool. I don't know. I didn't really buy anything. But we went because there was that Pokemon cafe that was in it. But I'm not really like a big sweets lover. I only like matcha. But so we went to this mall in Sunshine City and then my sister got carbonara. I don't remember what I got, but it was really good. I don't remember what I got, but it was good. And then we went to the Pokemon Center just to check it out. It was really cute, but we didn't get anything from the Pokemon Cafe. But then every time I would show people this photo, they're like, "Did you get anything?" No, I'm lame. Back to this. There was a whole Ensemble Star store in Shibuya, and I went in there and I about done cried. I saw them on the side of the street. Oh my god, I done cried. A tear, 2 tears actually escaped. And then this is the view that was outside of our Airbnb. It was so pretty. And I don't know what it is, but in Japan, or I guess where I stayed, it was just so silent. It was so silent, it was like I was wearing noise-canceling headphones. Because at times, it would be kind of unnerving. But I really liked it. I like it when people mind their own business. Because now I'm going to talk about Vietnam and how I got yelled at multiple times by locals. Because they're mean. Because they're mean and they won't let me just be a girl. Oh my god, before I get onto that, though, we missed our flight going back to Vietnam. And I almost threw up. I almost threw up at the airport because we got there. So basically, the trains don't start running until 5 a.m. Our flight was at, I think we had to check in by 9, I think it was. But apparently, the airline that we took from Vietnam, check-in closes 1 hour before departure. So we were going to fly out at 9:20. And so check-in closed at 8:20. We rolled up to the check-in counter literally at 8:23, and it already switched to the next flight. I was in tears. I was almost gonna vomit everywhere. But thank God the next flight was the next morning. So we spent 24 hours at that airport because I developed major anxiety, and I was like, I'm about to miss this flight, and then I'm about to throw up all over the airport all over again. It was so sick and tiring. I'm one of those people that I have to arrive 4 hours early to the airport so that I don't have a panic attack about not being on the airplane. Okay, what is this? Oh, I got my nails done. I put a picture on Twitter. Oh, here we go, the next part. It was so bad though. I've never missed a flight before in my life. The last time that I flew was a couple of years ago, and it was at LAX. And if y'all have never run through the airport, it is very humbling. I was sprinting through the airport with a backpack and a carry-on. Extremely humbling. And it was during whenever I think quarantine first lifted and we could fly again, but you had to wear a mask. And it's very hard to breathe if you're sprinting with 2 things while wearing a mask. And I sat down on that airplane and I was sweating like a pig, and I probably looked disgusting and I probably smelled bad. That did not work in Vietnam. I was running for my life. It did not work. And the day before that, I should have known it was a bad omen, because the day before that, we got on the train to go back to our Airbnb, and somehow it passed the city we were staying in. We ended up in Aoto. And I messaged my friend that lives in Tokyo, and I was like, so I'm in this city. I told her I got off at Aoto Station, and she goes, I've actually never even heard of that. And I was like, awesome. I was like, no way. This is a bad omen. Okay, next, we went to this city in Vietnam called Da Nang, and we had to fly there. Terrible flight. I'm sick of flying. But it was so cool. It had a big amusement park. The weather was still a little bit better. I think a lot of tourists go here. There was a lot of people. But this is the cool part. The garden that we went in. Wait, where is it? Here it is. Look, it looks like Sweetheart's Garden from Omori. I thought it was so cool. But then again, only I would get that reference. No one else knew. In my family. But it was so cool. It was so cute. It was very a French. And it was really hot, and it was all downhill, and so to go back up to leave, it was very uphill, and I was sweating. Hard, and I didn't have a fan or anything. Let me see. Don't worry, I know it. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Oh, but also going on this trip, it helped me spell a little bit better in Vietnamese until I got so sick of me trying so hard and I just opened up a keyboard and just started talking into my mic. It was so bad. I'm terrible. These are other pictures. So this one on the left, we went to this coffee shop that apparently on TikTok it's very famous. What's it called? It's very famous because it looks like Greece. And I pretended that I actually went to 3 countries. I went to Greece. It was very, very pretty, very, very hot. Yeah, that's all I had to say about it. It was so hot. And also, one thing that Vietnam can't do is make a matcha. I don't know what it is. Like, it just tastes so incredibly weird. Because I think it's the milk they use. And I would always forget that. And I would always get a matcha latte everywhere that I went. And it did not taste good. Prim đi hum now. I went... I was in Vietnam. Oh my god, I was not gone for so long. May 24th to July 5th. That's just so crazy. That's like pregnancy term. That's how it feels like. It felt bad. Oh, and then after that, we went to Hoi An, which is like it's like a, I don't know what it's actually called, but they would have lanterns like from Tangled. It was so cute. But then I would watch them, and they actually didn't get to release them in the river, so we ended up not doing it. But it was very, very cute. Oh, I think that's it. Sweetheart Garden is my last thing, but let me go through my diary. Okay, so I'm reading through my diary. The next thing was, I went to eat tangulu, so buzz. The next thing, got more bibimbap, so buzz. Next thing, went to a buffet, ate 5 plates. That's just so crazy. What is this? Next day, went to eat, amazing. Next day, I went to McDonald's and got peach iced tea. Peach iced tea in Vietnam is so freaking good because you know what they give you? They give you whole sliced peaches on top. Next day, tangulu, peach iced tea. The day after that, oh my god, I had a steak in Vietnam. It was not good. I'm looking at the photo right now. Wait, let me show you the photo. So I had a steak with like, and they said the sauce of my choice was barbecue sauce. It was not barbecue sauce, but it was very cute. Like the presentation is so cute. Look at this. Oh my god, it's huge. The best thing was the pumpkin soup. This was my steak. It was like very hard to cut into. Actually no, the best thing was the pumpkin soup and then the tomatoes. And then I asked for a side of fries and they gave me 5. They gave me 5 fries. It does look good. But the portions in Vietnam were so small, which is very surprising to me because the portions in Japan were huge. It's like there's just no way one single Asian person is eating all this. Like there's no way. Oh, also, Prim không có nghe nhạc Việt Nam. Không có hiểu. The vegetables were good. The side of fries is actually very sad. It left nothing to the imagination and I almost cried. What else did we do? Oh, I didn't put photos of this and I forgot. We went to a koi fish cafe towards the end of our trip and it was really cool. I put photos of it in my Discord, but let me show y'all. Koi fish cafe was cool. I got bit by multiple mosquitoes though. Save. And then, okay, here we go. I have like a funnier photo. Koi fish are so derpy looking. They like swim around with their mouth open, waiting for a nibble. So this is what it looks like. This is the inside of it. That's what my diary would sound like. Literally, it's just, today I ate this, and then for lunch I had this, and then as a snack I had corn. Okay, so we had, it looked like this, and then you would feed the fish and they would swim towards you. So we would sit like, literally like in it. Like we would sit inside in these little pods, and then you would feed it and then the fish would swim towards you. I have another picture where there's like a ton of them, but I don't know where it's at. But I found it was so weird though, because despite so many fish being in there, it didn't stink. Because y'all know, fish stink. What else did I do? Oh, the next entry. Oh, actually the last entry of June. I went to a buffet. It was so bus. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. Okay, let's see. And now I'm opening up July. The first entry is a picture of peach iced tea and one singular onigiri. Because as you know, I continue to eat. And then the next entry, it literally says, I did nothing until dinner and ordered from a sussy place that was so cheap and it turned out so bus. But also, though, earlier I was talking about the portion sizes in Vietnam. This is what it looks like. Hold on. If it'll pull up. It's so small that I would scarf it down in like 0.2 seconds. To the point where I was like, if I were to look at myself from an outside view, I probably looked like someone that hasn't eaten in 5 days. And look how small this is. Who's eating this? Like a child? Every time I would order food, I would always have to do like double rice, double noodles. And I just know when my aunt was looking at me, she probably thought I was like a monster. Like I probably looked disgusting in her eyes, but I don't even care anymore. Oh, let me save more food photos. Save. The last place we went to eat, I love how it just ended up me talking about food because I was gonna make like a list of what to talk about, and then I got jet lagged and then I forgot. But the last place we went to was Hokkaido sushi, and oh my god, it was so good. So earlier I was talking about like the currency, like exchange rate. I'm gonna put in perspective. My bento box was a salmon sashimi bento box, and it came with miso soup and then like, I don't know, like a shrimp thing. So it was the whole box with soup and a shrimp thing. It was $9. It was $9 USD. Like, you don't expect me to be big backed and gorge myself every day? Like, what the heck? Hi, Kumi. Literally, all we do is eat. Like, there's just no way. You buy a bowl of noodles with like everything on it and it's $1. I felt like a millionaire. Until it came to like doing other things. Actually, no. I got a night guard. I don't know if I ever talked about my night guard because I don't want to share photos because it's actually kind of gross. So I have a night guard because I grind my teeth at night, and I got it made over here at my dentist. It was $450 and it broke within less than a year. It like split and then I grinded through it. And then I went to Vietnam and then I was Googling and I saw that they make night guards for only $100. And so I went to get that done. And it only took 2 days. And on the day that I went to go pick it up, I was there at the crack of dawn to get it. And the dentist was like putting it in my mouth, and she's like, bite down, bite down. And I was trying to bite down, and it's huge. It's like gigantic. And then she told me, she was like, we made it bigger for you because your American one was just too thin and it wasn't good. And I was like, oh, okay. Except she would always have to keep like grinding it down, and then she sent it to the lab and was like, wait 15 minutes. And so I ended up waiting 30 minutes, and I went up to her and I was like, is it done? And then she goes, let me check. And she gets it from the lab, and then she starts yelling at her lab technicians in front of me because apparently they did really bad. And she was like, did you even do this? And he got so awkward. He got like silent, and then he goes, yes. Yes, ma'am. And I'm laying there, sunglasses on, a bib on my body. I'm just like, oh my god. I can't. But I have it. It's gigantic, and I have not really worn it yet because it doesn't really fit in my mouth properly. Like, it fits on my teeth, but it doesn't fit in my mouth properly. But I really cannot complain because it's gonna last me like 5 years. I also wanted to get my teeth cleaned over there, but I was a little scared. Thinking back on it, I really should have. Like, I should have. Wait, let me get rid of this. And then let me go back to my diary. What else did I talk about? I didn't realize how much I ate until I looked at this. Like, the next entry is that sushi place and then another peach iced tea. And the one after that is a bunch of eagle, fireworks, and American flag emojis because I came home and my first meal was Buffalo Wild Wings at the airport, and the price was insane. 3 people's worth of Buffalo Wild Wings was $60. I almost threw up. Just no way. Like, that's so sick. But I think it's because my brain is on like currency exchange brain. It's not back to American prices yet. Peach iced tea is so good. I tried to make one today, but we don't have any black tea at home. I asked my grandma, I was like, what do we have at home? And she kept saying something. She was like, we have something called atiso. And I was like, what is that? Because she drank it all like on vacation too, and she would give me some, and it was pretty good, but I didn't know what it was. And then she gave me the box today, and it is artichoke tea. I didn't know you could milk an artichoke. Yeah, it's so expensive. And one thing I loved about being in like Japan and Vietnam is that the pricing like includes tip. I loved it. So you don't have to calculate anything yourself, and you know they're getting like paid normally. Oh my god, speaking of pay, the minimum wage in Vietnam is so crazy. In USD, I swear to god they're making like $1.50 an hour. And that's so insane to me. I remember I was talking to one of my friends, and she was saying in Japan though they make about 1,000 yen an hour, which is about $6, which I think is close to like United States minimum wage. Yeah, artichoke tea like doesn't sound good, but it's actually pretty buzz. And I poured enough like peach syrup into it that honestly all you taste is peaches. But it's still pretty good. Like, it's still pretty good. I just wish that our McDonald's had stuff like that. I remember I went to McDonald's when I was in Asakusa, and they didn't have anything on the menu that was actually good. They had like a teriyaki, like a sweet and sour burger of some sort, but when it came, it was extremely drenched in the teriyaki sauce, and so it was not good. And oddly enough, in Vietnam, they had a matcha latte on their McDonald's menu, but they didn't whenever I went to Japan. It was so weird. I was so looking forward to it. Wait, I need a drink break. Talking all about all this food has got me so hungry. Yesterday, I didn't even eat dinner. I had like something to eat at 3 o'clock, and then all my social battery died, and then I actually also died, and I fell asleep. I didn't even dream. Like, I was such in deep sleep, I didn't even dream. I slept with the door open, and I'm pretty sure something came in and possessed me. Yeah, I got to the end of my diary. It has a picture of the nachos that I ate yesterday, and then saying I slept for 12 hours. I just love it. I remember I talked about it yesterday. Oh, about me getting yelled at by a local. So we were at a market. Let me see if I can find a photo of it too, because I didn't take any photos of it. Because in Vietnam, they would always tell you, they're like, don't walk around with your phone out. This was like 5-6 years ago. They're like, don't walk around with your phone out, because someone will steal it. They don't do it anymore apparently. But so I went to like this market. This is what it looks like. Extremely crowded, extremely overwhelming, extremely hot. One thing about the people that sell things over there, they'll try to get you to go to their stall, because they all kind of sell the exact same things. This is what it looks like. They all kind of sell the exact same things, and so obviously they want you to buy from them. But they touch you. They like grab onto your arm and they try to pull you in, and they're like, buy from me, please. No, please. It's so hot. It's so hot, and you're so humid and sticky, and then the stranger is literally grabbing onto your arm, trying to pull you in, trying to scam you and tell you like buy like this thing. But it's so hot. It's such a bad tourist trap. So the prices are hiked up like crazy. It's so crazy. And then when you speak Vietnamese to them to let them know, like, hey, I'm one of you. Like, I'm one of you. And they don't even give you like a big discount. Yeah, they really hit you with a please, 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 please. They'll literally look at you and then go, Miss, please buy for me, madame. And no. Back then, if you just ignore them, like you act like they don't exist, they don't continue. But now, they'll continue. They'll follow you too. So like they'll do this thing where you ask them, like, say I was buying a backpack, and I'm like, how much is this backpack? And they'll give you a price. You're like, 400,000, which over here that's like $20. And then you go, no, and then you just walk away. You walk away, and then they'll give you like then they'll give you like the actual price, and they'll be like, actually 200,000, and then you're still like, no, and then they'll ask you how low you want me to go, and when you give that price, and they're like, okay, which is like the actual price, and so they like hike it up like 2 to 3 times because they know that like foreigners and like tourists will actually pay that amount. Which is so crazy to me, but then like, at the same time, I guess it doesn't really matter because when you convert it, it's so cheap. But I just don't like getting scammed. It's just so sad. It's so bad. Let me remove that. It's bringing back bad memories. What else did I do? Let me think. I think I've repressed every single memory of the last 6 weeks. It was so bad. Yeah, no, literally. They all sold the exact same things, and they're all next to each other. Oh my god, I remember we went to one, and my mom was buying shoes, and she tried them on, and she's like, these don't fit. Like, can I get a size down? I think, and they do in European sizes, so I think she was trying on like a 39 or something, and she needed a 38. And then they were like, okay, we'll get you a 38. And they went and they disappeared for a while, and then they came back, and then my aunt pulls me over, and she's like, hey, can you look at this shoe? Like, does it look like they just put a sticker over the 39? And she hands it to me, and then I look at it, and I was like, oh my god, it actually is just a sticker covering up the 39. They took a 38 sticker, and then they covered it up. I was like, what the heck? That's like so crazy. And whenever I lifted it up, the seller like snatched it back from me. She was like, oh my god. I was like, girl, no way. Like, no way. Like, no freaking way. This is so crazy. I know, it's so shady. It's so crazy. Pickle and Log Nihongo no Jozu. It's so shady. It was so crazy. But then some other people would see Americans and they would think we were so cute. They would be like, oh my god, you want this? Like, we'll make you this and we'll do this for you. But then some other people, they see Americans, they're like, freaking Americans, like easy money. Meanwhile, I'm walking around with like $20 to my name. I'm like thinking back, I don't even think I bought anything other than like blind boxes, which I was gonna open on stream, but then I caved in yesterday because I just couldn't. I caved in and I opened them all and they were all so cute. It's like me saying that, I'm not even showing pictures. Just so you know, they were all really cute. Except it would not. Oh, one thing that I loved doing when I was in Japan, I went to this place. It was so awesome. So it's this place called Don Quixote, and it's like so cool. It was so cool. We went to the one in Shibuya, and I think it was like 8 stories tall. Okay, it was so cool. Then until I started talking about it the other day on stream, and then I found out there's literally one in Hawaii. Yeah, the legendary Don Quixote. It was so cool. We went to like 3 of them. The one in Shibuya was the biggest, so that was the coolest one. Until I discovered, and it's always after you do it, you know? I discovered on TikTok there's a lot of drugstores, their prices, they sell the exact same things as Donkey, but it's cheaper. It's like so much cheaper. I was like, what the heck? But I don't even care. It was really like, it was the experience. Well, what happened was we were in, where were we? I think we were in Ikebukuro, and we were trying to find Don Quixote, and I could not find it. I could not find it. And so I told my sister, I was like, go ask someone. And she went up to this food stall girl and she was like, Don Quixote, where? She literally did like a whole like thing with her hand. She's like, where? And the girl goes, over there. And we went over there. Did not see it. And then so I went to ask another person, like, oh, go up the stairs. And basically it was inside an anime shop and you had to follow the stairs up to the donkey. But then the next time we went to Ikebukuro, we literally just looked up and you could see it. We felt so stupid. You looked up and you literally saw him and then like the pink one. I was like, what the heck? But it was awesome. They sold so much stuff. I think, what did I buy there that was actually awesome? I don't know. I got a lot of Kit Kats. But I brought that home as gifts. Where else did we go? I'm trying to remember. I think in Japan, all I did was eat. We went to Harajuku. Too. Let me look through here. I don't remember what else I did in Shibuya. We just like walked around. We went to Animate, of course. I did not find what I was looking for, of course. Oh my god, that day that we were stuck in the airport, I just kept thinking to myself, I was like, oh my god, we have 24 whole hours. We haven't gone through TSA yet. I should have just hopped on a train and went somewhere to go find my anime stuff that I wanted. But my anxiety got the best of me and that's why I didn't go anywhere. So bad. And I remember we found like this area that had benches to sleep on. And we made like beds over there. Until it was 12 a.m. and then the airport security went up to everyone corralling us. You're like, you need to leave. You need to go back down there. And we went back to the second floor and it was not a bed. It was like metal chairs and they had like the bars in the middle, and so if you lay down you have to stick your body like in between the chairs. Hi. Hello Rhino, how are you? Hello. It was awful. And the lights would blind you. It was blinding. And there would also be like this little robot that would go around the airport and it would talk about like, it would just talk. It would just talk. I think it was security. It was like robot security and it would just talk. It was awful. And I remember, it was the flight back to Vietnam, so there was a ton of Vietnamese people around and they would be watching like their dramas, full volume, top of their lungs. I'm like, oh my god, I can't. And I got to the point where I was just so done and I couldn't sleep. So they had like this capsule hotel inside the airport. And at first I was like, we should just stay there. Until I looked it up, and then for women, it was 80 USD, and then for men, it was like 40. I was like, what the heck? Since when did girls pay more than boys? You know what I mean? Then I ended up going there, spending 1,000 yen, which is like $6. It's like a shower. Ugh. I felt like a slug. I felt like a slug. That's what I felt like. I'm trying to think of what else I did. It's been so long. I remember my sister would say that she would think it was May 24th every single day up until the day we came home. And she told me that it's finally July 5th. I was like, okay. Hi, Red Ranger. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I'm back. I missed my computer. I brought like my MacBook over there, but I couldn't do anything because the Wi-Fi was slow. And then I was never home to do anything. And whenever I would travel, I would only bring my iPad because it was too heavy. Like, whenever you travel domestically, actually, even whenever I traveled to Japan, your carry-on through Vietnam Airlines, which is actually probably the worst airline ever. Vietjet Air, terrible, don't ever use it. They only allow 7 kilograms, which I think it's about like 15 pounds, I think. It was really bad. You missed my yapping. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm like running on pure vibes right now. I'm so tired. I was watching anime all day. New anime came out. There's a new VTuber anime. Y'all need to watch it. It's so good. I don't remember what the name of it is. Something VTuber, something legend. I don't know. But basically, she's a VTuber. And she plays like this Ojo-sama like type thing. But then she forgets to turn off her stream, and then she starts drinking a beer. Yeah, VTuber legend. She started drinking a beer. It's so funny. And then I watched some gay one. I like it so far. It's so unhinged. I love it. It's so good. Oh, I started also watching Free Run. I'm only on episode 6 though, because I saved it for the plane. But then I couldn't sleep, and so I was watching like a Valorant stream that I had downloaded to watch as well. But then I could feel the guy behind me also trying to watch. And I was trying to gatekeep. So I basically raw dogged a 14-hour flight. No movies because I didn't get any of the earbuds, and I forgot to get my headphones from the overhead bin. I would only occasionally watch an anime. It was bad. And I would sleep in like 30-minute intervals. It was actually really bad. And I remember the steward like looked at me when it was food service, and he started speaking Korean. He was like, Korean or English, and proceeded to speak in Korean. And then I looked at him and I was like, hello. And he goes, English? I said yes. And I think from then on he hated my guts. He hated my guts. You were a girl, always have been. Always have been. I raw dogged the 6-hour flight from Vietnam to Korea too, because I couldn't sleep. And we left at 11:45 Vietnam time, PM. And I was like, oh, I'm about to knock out and then wake up in the morning in Korea and I'll be perfectly fine. No, I did not sleep. I closed my eyes and I think I slept a total of 1 hour. I did not sleep. And even my sister, she was like, that 14-hour flight, she has to take motion sickness pills. She took 2 and she still threw up. I was like, no way. Why are we all suffering so badly? Meanwhile, I look over my grandma on the 14-hour flight and she's playing like word search. I was like, girl, come on. Why are you not suffering? Like, why is it us? I'm trying to think what else happened. The flight sucked. Oh my gosh, for the first time ever too. It was from Tokyo back to Vietnam, and it was that night. I remember I had my feet up on the wall and I looked at my legs and I was like, they look really weird. And then I turned to my sister and I was like, do I look weird? And I guess it was, you know how when you fly for long hours, you have no circulation in your legs, so they swell? That's the first time I've ever seen that before. Oh my god, it looked crazy. It looked so crazy. It looked like, you know, like those Kanye West, like, red boots? It looked like that, but a foot. Okay, I'm trying to think what else I did. These memories are so suppressed. They looked crazy. That's why, I guess that's why people always say that you're supposed to wear compression socks when you fly for over like 10 hours. I don't know that. Like, you think I'm a frequent flyer? I mean, what else did I do besides eat? Nothing. Oh, I remember when we were at the temple, when we ran into these English speakers, and she asked my sister, she was like, can you take a photo of us? And my sister's literally in her own world, and she goes, oh my gosh, because we were doing kimono rentals. She was like, oh my gosh, you want a photo of me? Of course. And then she starts posing, and this lady is just trying to give her phone so she can take a photo of her family. I'm standing there, I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, there's just no way. There's just no freaking way. And then later on, we had like these Japanese people take a photo of us, and then afterwards he proceeded to ask if he could take a photo with us, and I was like, okay. I was like, okay, do we look forward? Like, no. And then I learned that at like restaurants, when they ask you if you want the English menu, you always say no, because they hike up the prices on the English menu. And I remember we went into a pizza shop, and the moment they saw us, they go, English menu. I was like, okay. I'm tired of losing. I want to win. But I can't win, because when I was over there, I only knew 3 things. I knew sumimasen, that's it. It was so bad. I'm trying to think what else happened. I can't think of what else happened. It was truly just eating. I just ate every day. I did a whole lot of nothing. Trigger warning, diarrhea. I diarrheaed a lot. I was 12 hours ahead of everyone, so I couldn't talk to any of my friends. I remember one of them told me, she was like, how am I supposed to keep up with you? And I was like, you can like, I mean, I don't have any cellular service, so you can message me on like Snapchat or Instagram. But then I was like, but we both have iPhones, like you can just iMessage me. She never did. Freaking liars. Really hit you with the English or Spanish. I did not know what that was. I would see it all over my TikTok for the past like 3 weeks. And then I think 2 days ago I asked my sister what it means. Like, I never understood. I was like, I thought you were like asking me English. I really think I'm gonna go to bed again at like 9 p.m. Do you still not know? Oh, now I know. Now I know. After she explained it to me, and then I would read the comments on TikTok. I would be like scrolling so hard. I'm like, I need to know what this means. I have to know. Apparently, I missed so many memes. Like, I missed the English or Spanish. I missed the Haktua girl, which I finally understand it now. Because I saw that she moved to LA, and then she's coming out with like a stand-up comedy now. Was it really that funny? Like, I don't know. Can anyone be a comedian? I could be a comedian. I don't know what else I missed though, because for a while, the only things I would see on my TikTok were Asian memes, and I don't understand them. And so I couldn't laugh. I couldn't laugh for 6 weeks. You know how hard that is? Prim goes to do stand-up and just yaps. How do you do stand-up? Like, besides being mean to people, like, I don't know. Like, I've never actually seen a funny comedy skit. Oh my gosh, also, I bought so many souvenirs for my friends, and they would always tell me, they're like, let me know how much it is and I'll pay you back. And I probably looked like a savior to them. I was like, no, girl, don't you worry about it. And then I gave them all their gifts yesterday, and they would ask me, how much was this? I was like, $2. Don't worry, it's on me. You know, it's like that TikTok song where it's like, on me. And it's like, oh my god, really? And then inside it's like a lip gloss in her bag. On me. $2. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I gave them all like snack bags too. And yesterday we all met up. I made everyone, because I think only me and 2 other girls live in the same city. Everyone else moved back to their hometown, which is an hour away. I made everyone drive down here to where I live, all get lunch together so they can all get their gifts. Because if they didn't show up, I'm keeping it. One girl, I gave her the snack bag. Guess what she did? That was her appetizer. She continued to eat. Like, I had like 15 in there. She ate every single snack. And then she looked at me and she goes, that was so good. I was like, okay. I was like, no way. And then she would look at the wrappers and she was like, this one was the best one. And it was like a brownie flavored Kit Kat. I was like, oh, okay. You were big backed. Same. Oh, I remember one girl, I don't really know her that well, so I couldn't get her a personalized gift, but I just so happened to get Gashapon of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I just so happened to get her favorite character, which whenever I cranked the machine and it came out and I opened it and it wasn't Megumi, I was about to fall to my knees in the middle of wherever the heck I was. I don't know. I was about to fall to my knees and cry. Because I ended up seeing the exact same machine like somewhere else down the street, and I almost did it again, but it's new. I have bad luck. I had bad luck. I'm trying to think, what else did I do other than trying to find anime stuff? One good thing though, I didn't cry for the last 6 weeks. Isn't that crazy? I listened to a lot of podcasts in the car, because every time we would travel to the city, it would take almost
40 minutes every single time. Like 2 and then 40 minutes back. Oh, what's so crazy though? Taking an Uber in Vietnam, the most it's ever been is like $10. I remember one time we took an Uber out in like Southern California and it was $100. That's just so crazy. Congrats on not crying. Thanks. Thanks. Even though, trigger warning, periods, even though when we went on the beach, I started my period the week of the beach, and so I did not get to go to the beach this year. Even though I actually didn't want to anymore. We went to one like a week before, and it was a 2-hour drive away. And has anyone ever been to Galveston, Texas? Okay, think of Galveston, Texas. That's what that beach looked like. It was kind of brown, and when you get in it and you stood up, sand would stick on you, and it was like dirty, and it looked like you were breaking out in like hives. That's like epitome of Vietnam. Like just literally just smile and There was also, this is unrelated, but there was this time we were walking, my sister and I, we were walking, and this guy starts making like, he wasn't like a wolf whistle, but he was trying to like get our attention as Americans, and then she turned to me and she goes, Is that the same as getting catcalled? I was like, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Really gross, I guess. I can't just ignore them all. I ignore them. There's also all over I guess the country actually. There would be people selling like lottery tickets, and that's how they make a living. And they always go up to you, and like I said earlier, back then, if you ignore them, they go away. Now, they don't. Like, they know that you can see them. And so, they, like, stand there next to you. There was one guy who ended up, like, touching my sister's arm to try to get her attention. And then you have to tell them, like, really meanly, like, no, I don't want any. And then they get the hint and they walk away. I can't. I'm not that strong. The last time I went in 2018, this girl went up, and I was hot and angry and humid. She went up and like grabbed my arm and was like, "Can you please buy something from me?" And I turned around, I told her, "Leave me alone." And then I just shuffled on back to the bus. I can't. I'm not strong. I'm just a girl. I'm a sweating girl in the humidity. Let me exit out this. We're done with paint. I only brought up paint so that I could illustrate the driving conditions. How could you be so mean? I can't. Do y'all not get mean when you're hot and sweaty? Whenever I'm hot and sweaty, I get so angry. Because why is it so hot? Why is it so humid? Why do you hate me? I hated it. It was so bad. And she was shocked. She was like... And the people I was with... Okay, this is gonna make it even worse. I was on a mission trip. And the people I was with, they were like... They're like, "No way, you did not just yell at a little homeless girl like that." I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm just so angry right now because it's so hot and humid. Like, I can't. I'd rather it be hot and dry, which is what I said a couple weeks ago, until I landed in hot and dry, and it's actually so awful. It's so terrible. And also I learned, y'all know how I would talk about that dog that I have that runs away? I learned that for the last 6 weeks, my grandpa would open the door, purposely let him run out. He would go, "All right, go." And Ollie would run around for 5 to 6 minutes, max. And then he would make his way on back. Like, I just wonder, like, if I was someone walking down the street and I saw a little Pomsky puppy, he doesn't have a collar, he just has an air tag, running around like that, full force, oh, it's mine. Like, I'm confused. Like, I'm so confused. He's so cute. He's the cutest dog I've ever seen. Which is even funnier, because I cannot speak, like, casual Vietnamese, when I would talk to my little cousins, I would just ask them, "You like dogs?" And then we would spend, like, 30 minutes looking at photos of my dog. Well, one of them, I asked her, "You like dogs?" She goes, "No." I said, "Well, I'm gonna show you anyway." And so I was showing her all these photos, and every single time we got to a picture of my poodle, the crazy one, and then Ollie, she would tell me to stop showing it to her because they're so ugly. I was like, okay. I was like, no way. Just no way. Also, I had somehow meant for this stream to be like closer to 2 hours until I realized as I was talking, all I did on this trip was eat. I ate, I fended for my own life crossing the street. What else did I do? Oh, you know what? This reminds me. Every time you would go shopping in Vietnam, and I remember whenever I used to work retail, if I saw a customer come in, looking through somewhere, I would like straighten out the section that's like near them, like not next to them, but like near them. And so I kind of got it. But whenever you go shopping in like department stores over there, the workers will come up to you. They won't say hi, well, they'll say hi when you walk in, but after you like say hi back, they'll come up to you and stand next to you in silence, and they'll just watch you. They'll watch you. They won't ask you need any help. They just stand there and they just watch your every move. And I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. So I feel like I missed out on a lot of shopping because I got so awkward and I didn't want them to look at me. And they did that for every store too. I was like, I can't do this. I'm trying to think of like horror stories. I don't think I have any. I didn't see any big bugs or anything. This whole trip I feel like was I'm hot, scam artist, anxiety, food, and food. Real. Ooh, you want to hear another scam story? So you know how like Las Vegas Strip, the showgirls, like if you take a photo with them, they charge you money? Well, this mascot came up to my sister. It's called like the walking street in Saigon or whatever. It's near the cafe apartments. But this mascot like came up to her and he handed her a lollipop and then posed next to her, and she didn't know what was going on, so like she just grabbed the lollipop and then she was like, ooh, and then she's 17, by the way. Like, I feel like when I talk about her, she sounds like she's 8, but she like posed with a lollipop and then a camera flash went off and she was like, oh my god, I just got scammed. So you know what she did? She shoved the lollipop into the mascot's body and then took off running in the opposite direction. And it wasn't even running. She was actually on a hoverboard, so she hoverboarded in the opposite direction. And at the very end, she told me the story, and she was like, I'm so smart. I scammed the scammer. I was like, okay. And if they find you, they will punch you. Like, if they find you. Because that's exactly what that one lady that yelled at me at the market said to me. She wanted to slap me. And I was like, oh, okay. That's actually really, really severe. I'm just an American. Yeah, she told me the story and I was like, what the heck? You're crazy. You're ballsy. I would never. What's best on the better thing from this trip though, I didn't see any big bugs. No big bugs, no big rats. Apparently my sister saw 2 big rats, but I didn't see any. A lot of geckos, but I don't care about them because they don't really do anything to you. She saw a centipede on the very last day of her trip, and I'm pretty sure it probably crawled into someone's ear because it disappeared for a little bit, and then a new one took its place. Not even a cicada? No, I didn't see any bugs. I saw a lot of mosquitoes, but that's to be expected because of all the water. Yeah, not even when I was in Japan, I didn't see a single bug. Saw a ton of butterflies everywhere, but nothing crazy. And also, even the flies over there, they're so small. Like, their horse fly is the size of a regular American fly. Like, what is it? What is an American food? Like, even the flies are humongous. No bees. What else did I see? Oh, I saw a ton of dragonflies. Once or twice, I would see an unidentified creature. A flying creature. It was weird. I saw a lot of bats. A lot of dogs. They were bad dogs. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Dang, I didn't even get to beat my last yapping time. Somehow last time, the last long yap session I had was like 3 hours. It's an hour 35, give or take, because I had to make a new waiting room. and I'm tired, and my voice is hoarse. My voice is hoarse because I was trying to, practice for karaoke without warming up. Yeah. I'm just a girl. And I'm stupid. What am I doing tomorrow? Oh my god, tomorrow I have what my temping agent calls pop-ups, and she's so dumb. So basically, I have to drive 45 minutes to one office, 20 more minutes to the second office, and then from the second office to the third office is an hour and a half away. And then she had me scheduled for the second and third 1 hour away from each other, and I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I was like, what? Like, I'm gonna be late. And then she goes, okay, they said you can come in whenever in the afternoon. I'm like, okay. So I have to drive, or if I can convince my sister to come with me, because I hate driving. I haven't driven in 6 weeks. Oh my god, that reminds me. None of us have driven, and the moment we came home, my little sister went to go visit her friend to give her a gift. And my sister was joking about, I don't remember how to drive. The next morning, my grandpa looks at me and he was like, I think she doesn't remember how to drive because her whole bumper is lifted up. And I was like, oh, how'd that happen? And then later she came home and she was like, last night I was driving and there were no street lights on and I hit a dog. And I was like, and she was like, and the dog got up and just walked away, but my bumper is lifted up. And I was like, awesome. So awesome. But I'm still gonna get her to drive me tomorrow. And then I start my first job ever on Wednesday. I don't know how to feel. I'm just gonna act like I'm a new grad. That dog literally was a warrior. She told me that it did like a somersault. It stood up, but except it didn't keep going out. Like, you know how it was crossing? It didn't keep crossing. It turned back, like back on the street it came from. And then from there, it started to walk out again. And so she told me, she was like, it must have wanted to die. I was like, no, it didn't. It's a dog. That's so sad. Like, that's so sad. And I'm scared. The first time I'm gonna drive again is Wednesday to a job an hour away. I hope they're nice. I hope they know that I'm dumb and slow. No, I'm not. I hope they know that I'm just a girl. Just a girl whose stomach is hurting right now. I am God's strongest warrior. Okay, tomorrow, I'm streaming tomorrow. I think I'm playing a horror game. I actually don't know what it's about. Should we look it up right now? I'm playing... I can't even pronounce it, actually. Simulacra. Pronunciation. Allow. Oh, just kidding. Simulacra. I'm playing Simulacra tomorrow. Hi, Beryl. I know, girl, I've literally been saying trigger warning diarrhea. I'm tired of it. This is what I'm playing. Simulacra. I don't know what it's about, though. I think it's a horror game. I hope it's not scary, though, because if it's scary, I might throw up. Oh my god, it's only $1. I bought it so long ago. I got recommended it so long ago. Become a voyeur again? I've never been one. Wait, I'm reading the Steam page for this. I've never been a voyeur. But I'm scared. Find her before it's too late. She's dead. I'm not gonna find her. She's dead. Filmed with live actors. Oh my god, I'm scared. My stomach's hurting. My stomach's starting to hurt thinking about it. It hurts. Oh my god, y'all. Me, Beryl, Gumi, Radiance, and Celeste are collabing this week. I don't remember what day it was. I think it's Friday. I've been trying to schedule all my collabs on Friday so I don't work Fridays. Oh my god. Also, I texted my temp girl and I was like, so one of my cousins from Vietnam, she moved to America and to Oregon of all places, and she wants to come visit us. And she told me this place too late. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh, it's Saturday? What am I doing Friday? I don't know what I'm doing Friday. Am I playing Valorant? I don't know. And then I texted my temp girl and I was like, hey, can I request this day off? Because I thought it was Thursday. And then she goes, you don't work Fridays. And I was like, golly, I'm messed up in my days of the week and now I can't hang out with her. She has like this, not kind of on topic. My cousin in Vietnam has this kid. He's so bad. When her kids were packing to go to America, though, both of their suitcases, no clothes, no nothing. It was snacks. It was snacks from Vietnam. And she showed me the pictures, and I was like, did you know you can actually get these over there? Like your local Korean mart? Like, I'm just so confused. But then it came time for my turn to come back, and then I had one side of my suitcase was all snacks, which I think are all gone by now. So, like, I get it. Except I cannot get it from my local Korean mart. So, the essentials. No, literally. But I think it was literally ramen, like instant ramen. I looked at that and I was like, I swear I've seen that at H Mart before. Go to your local Korean mart. Like, I'm so confused. What the heck, girl? But yeah. Okay, it's an hour 45. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I don't want to be. Oh, I need to set an alarm. Hold on, I'm gonna do it right now while I'm here and I have people to hold me accountable. Hold on, alarm. If my first one is 8:30 and it takes an hour to get there, so I have to leave the house at 7:30, and so I would have to wake up. Holy crap! I would have to wake up at 6 in the morning. 45. No, 6:30. It was just so sick. It's like school all over again. I hate this. This is so dumb. My dream job is to never work a day in my life. It's actually misogynistic. Misogynistic and racist that I have to work. Okay. What? I'm looking at my phone. What are we doing? I'm not doing anything anymore. One thing I missed though, one of my aunts over there, because we were visiting, she would do so much for us. She would make me food. She would make my little like tea. She would make this and that for me. And now that I'm back over here, I gotta do everything myself like a rat. I hate it. I hate it. Like, what's it gonna take for me to have someone to make food for me? Be for real. Okay. Good short yap sesh. Sorry for the scuff earlier. It wasn't me. It was my demons. It was the parasites in my brain. Tomorrow, horror game. Same time. I don't know. Oh, wait. I need to delete that stream off of Twitch. I just remembered. I don't know if I'm gonna multi-stream anymore. It was so weird. Yeah, I'm back. Forever now. I'm never taking off for 6 weeks again. It was so bad. I FaceTime my grandpa every day just to see my dog, not him. Okay, I still don't have an outro. Just pretend like I said something funny, or I said something that was that was funny. Do I have the video? Oh, it didn't save on Twitch. Oh, I didn't even send it to Twitch. Okay, anyway. Okay, bye. See you tomorrow for horror game. My stomach hurts already. Okay, goodbye. Fade to black. Yeah, that was so funny. Haha, Lamau. Oh my god, that's so hilarious. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm literally so funny. Okay, goodbye. See you tomorrow. Sad. Yeah. Okay, bye. I feel like I forgot to tell y'all something, but maybe I'll remember in the middle of the night. Okay, bye.